My boyfriend broke up with me over his GBF. I think I just ruined my best relationship yet and I want to fix it so bad. But everyone tells me to either own up or let it go. Even if it's harsh, please tell me and help me. I, 20F, have been seeing this guy Robin, 21, for 6 months now. He is the kindest and sweetest man I have ever met. He isn't overprotective, manipulative, or anything. He is constantly honest and expresses his issues in a healthy way. All my exes have either abused me or cheated on me, and he didn't even yell at me. Anytime he gets angry, he tells me he will be back in 30 minutes, sends me his location and just drives around until he calmed down again. I never want to raise my voice against any woman. He is a dream guy. He is funny and sweet. I had 3 boyfriends in which 2 of them cheated on me with their girl best friend. So when Robin told me he wants me to meet his girl best friend, I was scared. He knew of my past and promised me there isn't anything between them. She even helped him set up the dating profile we met through. When I met her, I felt superior to her somehow. All the girls were prettier than me. She was a bit overweight, a double chin, and she has the thickest eyebrows I have ever seen. But there was one thing she had got I didn't, which was a bigger chest. We didn't meet up with her alone, but their entire friend group. 5 guys, my boyfriend, me and his GBF. She was nice to me the entire time. Sitting next to me, helping me with inside jokes and even talking to me when Robin got busy. I started feeling bad about how I called her ugly in my head. We started meeting up regularly and again 3 days ago at Robin's flat. When I arrived an hour later after everyone else, I realized how close my boyfriend got to her in the middle of the night, and she had tears in her eyes with Messier hair. My entire body just filled with panic. They have been texting more and he doesn't want me to see their messages anymore. Now this? I freaked out and accused him on cheating me in front of his entire friend group. All his guy friends just stared in anger and resentment at me and tried to help GBF get out of the room. Her legs were shivering and her eyes were still red from crying. I called her every name in the book and insulted every part of her body. Robin told me to quit it and I told him I can't believe he chose fatty over me. I know it was horrible. I regret it. Especially after finding out she had opened up to the group that she was sexually assaulted last week. I feel disgusting. My boyfriend kicked me out of his apartment that night and told me it's over. I have to go over to his house on Monday to pick up my things. I really do want to fix it, but I don't know how. Is there even a way to fix it? Our relationship was perfect before this and I don't want this one incident to destroy our relationship. Please help. TLDR, I've been dating my boyfriend for 6 months. I accused him on cheating on me with his GBF when she actually opened up to him about something horrible that happened to her. He broke up with me because of it and I want to fix it. Relevant comments. Kepru 1367. You can explain to him what happened and what you were thinking. It would actually be a good idea, so that it can be explained to GBF. But there is no saving your relationship. Be honest with yourself and ask if you would take back a guy who did the same thing to you and your friends. OOP. I did try it. I told him that I'm sorry and that I misread the room and everything. He said that if the first thing that comes to my mind when his GBF is crying that it had to do with cheating, is ridiculous and he doesn't want that stuff around him. I tried to talk to her but she said she doesn't want to see or hear about me again. It's all just a miscommunication I want to fix, but nobody wants to listen to me. I love him so much and don't want this to be the way JT ends. Prof Plum did it. What you want doesn't matter at this point. The fact he dumped you proves that he is every bit the great guy you've believed him to be, while your actions showed him that you aren't the mentally stable person he thought you were. At this point, being with you would cost him his entire friend group because none of them will ever forgive you and wouldn't forgive him for staying with someone like you. It's also likely he's disgusted by even the thought of you right now after the harm you caused. Accept that he's done with you because pushing will only make you look even more psycho and make him even more sure he doesn't want you in his life. OOP. I would block and cut off any friendship for this relationship. He always says it doesn't matter what friends think, so why should he dump me for his friends? He can always find better ones, but our relationship was perfect. I know he agrees with me and loves me still. Why is everyone telling me I'm the bad guy? I made a mistake, yes, but I am not an asshole psychic bitch. I have been through so much, of course I react in a bad way. OOP on if she tried making amends. I tried to apologize but they don't want to hear it. I barely know the GBF and she doesn't want me around her anymore. She claims I traumatized her and thought we were friends when we really were just acquaintances. I feel bad, but I can't fix my relationship with her, but I was close to my boyfriend and I don't want to let him go. Of course I want him back, he is my true love. OOP on the GBF past assault. I agree, what I told her was horrible and cruel, but she isn't some innocent person. I don't care how downvoted I am gonna get, I don't even think the essay was as bad she makes it. Every girl gets grabbed sometimes, but someone with her looks and body? Maybe a slight grab, that's it. She refuses to tell me how bad it is, so I don't even think it was that bad. In that moment I didn't care how nice she was to me, but that she is kissing my boyfriend. I was wrong and I tried to apologize, but she won't hear it. She even threatened to cut my boyfriend out of her life if I contact her through him. That's borderline abusive and controlling. OOP has a come to Jesus moment. I have read every single comment now. I think the reality and weight of my BS is finally hitting. I have never been so awful, and now I did the most horrendous shit ever in my life. I want to cry and vomit, but I won't. I will call my old therapist on Monday and ask for some sessions again. I thought I was ready to date again, but I wasn't. The thing I did to Josephine are horrible, and she is not ugly. She was one of the nicest people I know. Or knew. Thanks to everyone calling me out on my bullshit. I will maybe make an update after I packed my stuff on Monday. And no, I was a bad person in this whole ordeal. I don't know what made me snap back, but I think it was me maniacally calling my brother and him giving me the talk of reality with some Reddit comments helping. I will take a huge break from dating. At least 2 years. I need that. Update. Hello Hedge. I know many people don't want me to be here, but after getting like 40 DMs of people asking for an update or telling me to KMS, I thought I make it quick. So I am now living with my brother and his wife for a while. I share a flat with one of my cousins and she doesn't mind me not living there since I will still pay rent. I talked with a few Redditors in my DMs, and even though I said horrible things, they helped me a lot. When I was 3 and my brother 12, my mother died from an overdose. Till I was 14, my dad sexually abused me and said that it was because I'm pretty. My brother moved out when he was 18 since my dad was never emotionally present, so when I came to him telling him I'm scared about being pregnant, he took care of it. My dad is still in prison. My boyfriends in the past were like my dad, abusive and emotionally not present. So when I met Robin, I thought I was finally in heaven. I was and still am jealous of Josephine. She isn't the beauty standard but has a better job, family, more friends, and a better humor. She was also there for Robin's depression. When she reached her hand to me, I saw her as a challenge. Not as a friend. I wanted to show that I did achieve something and that my beauty wasn't useless. Joss was the one who made the friend group and introduced everyone to another when they were 6, she was the group mother, but she developed derealization last year and ever since then the group has been dodging their best to protect her. Someone said Joss was maybe a pick-me because she was the only girl in a guy group but deleted the comment real quick. She isn't. She is sweet and caring, leave her alone, she didn't do shit to you. I did. She wasn't the only girl, there was her and another one who sadly killed herself 3 years ago. She was also the one who shown me Reddit. She is mostly on the art side of Reddit, so I really hope she doesn't see this. My brother reached out to her for me. I know she has been looking into therapy but doesn't know where to start, so I sent her a message on how to get therapy here quick and for free. She read the message and replied with a thank you. She called later and I apologized and wished her well. She doesn't forgive me obviously and I don't blame her, but her wishing me a quick recovery made me tear up. If you wonder why I didn't tell her sooner about the therapy option, I never wanted anyone to know I had therapy because of a pregnancy scare because of my dad at 14. I sent my brother to pick up my things from Robin. I waited in the car so if he wanted to talk to me he could but wouldn't have to. He came at the end real quick. He gave me a hug and wished me well. I asked if we could stay in contact and he said no. Joss doesn't want me around and he respects it, so do I. We follow each other on IG still and I saw that they hung out afterwards. Joss looked happy and this was the first time I saw her face and felt happiness and not jealousy. I called my therapist and will start seeing him regularly again in 3 weeks. I am not a vile person but I let jealousy and anger get to me and that made me vile. I have a lot of issues I need to fix and I will work on them. I thought I had my BPD and PTSD in control, not at all, and I need to fix it. I won't become a POS again towards innocent people. I won't date anytime in the future, for at least 2 years. I'm going to get my life and personality in control. Thanks to everyone on Reddit for calling me out on my toxic BS and to the kind people who helped me. I didn't talk about my abuse JN years and didn't realize how bad it truly was. My English isn't the best, so I hope I was clear with my words. There is a lot on my mind and it's not JN English. I will leave this account and log off of it. I will be okay, smiley face. Have a good week everyone. TLDR, I moved to live with my brother for now. I packed my things from my ex-boyfriend's house and will start therapy in 3 weeks. Explain my trauma quickly, but the main part is that I am moving on. OOP made comment on the original BoRU as an update. October 19, 2022. Hello OP here. My brother saw the post yesterday and shown it to me. Not gonna lie, I didn't want to at first, but he told me the comments are worth it. I guess rereading my posts and all I get why people thought this was troll bait LMAO. Also thank you all for the kindness. I genuinely don't deserve it but I appreciate it. Signing into this account again was so weird. Also, you guys can still send me death threats LMAO, they got more creative, but I genuinely don't check this account out. I am logged in on my friend's tablet and writing this next to her. I am seeing a lot of messages as well that I got, but NGL, I don't really want to respond to people in my DMs. This post is also really big, wow, kinda scary. Anyway, I saw some comments and I guess I wanted to clear them up. About my username, genuinely I don't remember why I named it that. I had this account 3 years ago and I think I made a post about a former friend and just reused it. Edit, wait, I made a mistake. I suck at writing and stuff. I didn't make this account 3 years ago. I wanted to post something this year about my friendship from 3 years ago about a former friend. I am so sorry, sad face. I did use fake names. Robin and Josephine aren't the real names. Josephine is the name of the first GBF one of my first boyfriends cheated on me with. I also know she doesn't read these forums. I think she even blocked AITA because she only wants to be on the AITAH and cooking tips side of Reddit. No, our arguments before the breakup weren't toxic, he had to drive to calm down. He is an emotional person and rather than starting an argument, he likes to drive and listen to music till he calms down and then we talk it out like adults. I never told him about my dad. Never. He only knew about the cheating. I thought it was embarrassing to have a pregnancy scare from your dad. Nobody in that friend group knows. I don't live in the US. Why people think free therapy is bad. It is great. I just didn't pursue it well back then. I am going to my therapist every Monday and Thursday, each day for 2 hours. My home country is amazing when it comes to free healthcare. I guess the only thing I can say is that my therapist is thinking about changing my medication, but he says I show some improvement. I saw Joss at my doctor last Friday and we just nodded a hello to each other. When I left the office she also left and she asked me if I meant the things I said to her about her body. I said no and that I was jealous of her. I told her she is gorgeous. She smiled and thanked me. I didn't talk to Robin or tried to make any contact with their friend group since that day. Also, our city is small and we only have one doctor for women here, so no shock me and her cross paths. My father will be released from prison soon. I am trying my best to get into a program to move to another country to study. I cannot live in the same nation as that man. I won't be naming specific stuff like when, why, and stuff because I am scared people can track me with this. I am in fact not excusing my actions. But instead of not moving on and constantly letting these errors over me, I cannot become a good person. I accept that I fucked up and I should never be excused or defended on them. But I should be able to show how I grew from them. The outburst was my fault. Joss is doing great from what I see on IG. I still follow Robin and he posts regularly. I am living? Going to therapy is rough and I break down in almost every session. Thank you for making this post. The comments under them and rereading the post kinda shown me I did change a bit but not by a lot. I have a long way to go. I will log off again. Au revoir, emoticon, cœur. OOP added comments about her family. My brother was also a victim of emotional abuse. I don't blame my brother for not having seen the signs. The moment he found out about it, he has never left my side. He took care of the police. He took care of the lawyer and trial. Without him I wouldn't have gone to high school or gotten the medical care I needed. I just faked getting better so he can get better. He felt happy when I told him I'm happy, so I just got myself together for him. My brother is my savior and he is doing everything he can to support me. He is still on my side, he helps me and joins my therapy sessions to help me. Also yeah, my mom did die of an overdose. I don't know how you got the idea of a hidden murder. My mom was a junkie, she overdosed, my dad fell into a depressive state yada 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 and here I am now. OOP's final comment on everything. Also, even though we are not friends anymore, do not call them weird people or any other name calling. They had every right of acting like they did. She had just told them about a traumatic event Robin knew before and helped her explain. This isn't some funny lil drama secret. This is trauma. Please get a grasp of yourself.